this is the second part, okay? But this is my third day because I didn't record the very first day. But this is my third day cleaning my entire property, and I'm doing it in sections. So if you go to the video before this, you'll see that I talked about how I cleaned my yard starting at the way down at near the fence, and I worked my way up like a wave. So, and I gave instructions on how I exactly step by step what it was that I did. Now, I know you could probably figure this out too, but sometimes people need people and we need a little help, right? So now, I broke it into two areas. So down from the fence to this fire pit, and then I did all of this area yesterday. Now, I usually fine tune it, which I talked about. I'm not really going to because I like to leave the leaves because that's the thing that nourishes the land. So, in case we ever need it. So today I'm going to tackle this monstrosity of a mess. Okay, so got to make it look good now. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I guess, go around and get rid of any big, bulky, or small, whatever is not from nature. Basically the things that we put there. See? So all this stuff here. Okay? Yuck. And just kind of organize it all. See that? So we'll get that out of the way. Why do I still have a big wheel? Because believe it or not, sometimes they still will do something with it. Just for fun. So I'm going to put similar things. I'm going to sort it out, basically. Put similar things together. It's 10 past 12. Always looking for stuff to throw out. So again, the very large rake to get all the leaves, the heavy duty leaves. And then I gotta go all the way down there. And then the next step will be over here, and then all along the house. So I am not going to absolutely fine tune getting the leaves off the ground, because see how there are some that stick? They're really embedded, they're becoming part of the earth. So I'm gonna leave those, right? They're wet, and I'll just go over it lightly. Whatever comes up, comes up. I'm not gonna force them up because that'll nourish the soil. Okay, and there's our little worm friends. Hey, go do your job and nourish our soil. Okay, so it's not too bad over here, but this is before rake 1. I'll call the large one rake 1. Okay, after rake 1. Not too bad, but now I'm going to go after rake 2, the smaller one. So before rake 2. Alright, pretty good after rake 2, the smaller one. So you can see the dirt starting to lift now after the leaves are gone. That's good if you need grass. Now on to rake 3, the wire one. Okay, and this is after. This really did a fine job because any leaves or rocks or pine cones that got stuck way inside the fence there, I was able to pull it right out. And it got a lot of the dead grass, like I said before, and the pine needles and small rocks that the other rakes couldn't do. This was fantastic. It's like combing your hair. So it fluffs it up, you can tease it, it rolls it all up. So this is good. All right, now I can plant seeds. Nice, okay? See, the difference is this is after I've worked and before. Yuck. from the kids leaving things out, things getting blown around, all the leaves, hara, hara, hara. Yuck. Big difference, right? Nice. Okay, moving right along. I was very tempted just now to take care of this section, but it's not allotted for today. This horrifying mess. It looks so ugly. I used to have such nice grass, but then I had to dig everything up for different pools that we had. So we're gonna get all this out of here and make it look beautiful as best we can. I think I'm gonna keep this ugly thing because I'm not sure, but I think that's the one I had last year, but in a different area of the yard. They grow so tall. They're very entertaining and they kind of remind me of an alien coming here. So, all right, let's get rid of all this horror. See, now watch the, who wants to be around this? Who wants to be surrounded by ugliness? All right, let me get to it. First, the big rake. Okay, so using all the different rakes, I think I'll come over here and get this little tiny bit with a shovel later, but I even did under the trampoline, and it just looks so, remember that awful area with the slide and the buckets and the socks and the this and the that? That's it. It really does matter to me to keep my property nice for the sake of memory's sake. When we all get to heaven, I want my children to remember such beauty, or if I go before them, I want them to remember that their childhood was pleasurable. As far as education and as far as, you know, teaching them about heaven and love and how to function, and I just, you know, by me combing through the property, I know exactly what's on it. I know any dangers I can take out, and you know, sometimes you run across glass and whatnot, but I really want them to love where they live, that it's beautiful, it makes them happy. So be encouraged. Let's keep going. All right, do you remember this space? Do you remember how ugly and horrifying? Well, I know it doesn't have a lot of grass, but we'll work on that. I'm gonna keep these here. Well, oftentimes I pull things that look like these, but I'm going to leave it. I don't know, we're gonna see what happens. You know, maybe it'll be nice.
Whoa, look!
What?
Whoa, that's so cool.
What is it?
I don't know.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go? There's a lot.
There's a lot? Oh my gosh, what is that? What if it's a bad thing? Huh? What is this thing?
What?
That red thing. Don't kill it, whatever you do.
Look at it.
Very interesting. Anyway,
No, this is
very, very beautiful. I am very pleased. All right, now we're gonna get rid of all that. Wow, look at all, this is huge, okay? Wow, I was gonna rake over here.
okay.
Oh my gosh, look at that spider.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Is it camouflage as like dirt?
That thing right there?
Yeah.
So, where?
Yeah, where's
You don't even know.
he's
I don't know,
gone?
he's gone. Anyway, look at all these. Wow, that was cool. I bet he is camouflage. We saw this amazing looking spider, but I think he's hiding at the moment. But yeah, I lifted up the board. And all these really big worms.
Where's that centipede thing?
Nice. These look like the gummy worms. They're so big. There's one over
There's
here.
a worm, but where's that like centipede little guy?
Oh. We're off and running. They heard we were here.
Where? Right there.
What?
No, that's not centipede, that's a worm.
Wow, that was a weird spider, huh? So they're gonna go back into the ground. They thought they felt safe. Just think, every time you were pounding on that, you were pounding on them. That was the skateboarding, or the scooter.
Disgusting.
Oh boy. You know how we have cow manure?
Yeah.
Well, the worms do the same thing. They nourish the soil with their poopy.
Okay, we're out.
I want to see that spider. That was really neat.
Oh, there's worms on here.
Oh yeah. There's a worm over here. He doesn't want to be there. He's saying, help me, help me. All right, we're going to have to help this little guy. Look, he doesn't need help. He's actually crawling off the wall onto the grass. Sarah! That is amazing. Look at that. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, oh. Go ahead, you can make it. Isn't that funny? Here. You need a little help there, buddy. Here you go. Whoops. Good job, good job. I know, I'm crazy. I feel like St. Francis, his heart anyway, towards animals and bugs. Something very odd that I found a bee completely in pieces. And I'm like, did my son do that? But then I'm looking and there's some sort of animal poopy sitting around here. Isn't that weird? There's none down here. It's only near the bee. So I'm wondering if that could be the case. Okay, so I asked Seth if this was a little project of his, and he said no. And I figured out it was probably an animal because look what's next to it. The poopy. What do you think? You didn't do it, right?
Why would I do that to a little bee?
Yeah. So it was an animal. He must have like taken it apart like a peanut and realized it wasn't any kind of nut of any kind. Probably.
So disgusting also.
Disgusting also?
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like squirrel.
Probably. Or a chipmunk, I don't know.
Oh!
Well, I figured it was not you guys because there's all poopy everywhere. See, over there, over here, and it's not anywhere down here.
Maybe
The
that's
poopy.
Miffy's crud.
It's
Said he
only,
put it there. That's disgusting.
yeah. So somebody thought it was a peanut probably. Very good. Didn't take too long either, but I did have to whip out a handy dandy shovel as well as my friends to pick up acorns and stuff. And look, the wheel broke. I don't think the tire popped. I think it just came apart. So I'm very excited. You don't realize how much land you have until it's clean. Nice.
See, I slowed down.
Whee! Go into the trees. Don't hit the wheelbarrow. I put it kind of close. Look at my tire. It fell actually off. Next project. Against the house, and then we're done. Beautiful. Well, we're done with down here on this lower level. Okay, 3 hours later. Yes, 3 hours later. I devoted this time. Did I have to spend this amount of time? No. You can always slice up the property. I could have just done this area here today. That's all. That's all. You don't have to press forever and ever. You don't have to do that. Me, I had the time. I wanted to do it. So the whole entire property is wonderful back here. The wheel broke on the wheelbarrow and my husband is fixing it at the moment. And that one last pile over there, right there, has to be picked up. I already laid the grass seeds down. Now it's time to water. And even my children said, Mama, that looks so much better. So that's great. So God bless you in your ventures, and tomorrow we'll be back.